Last pallet, freezer pallet. Get this stop done, man. I swear these electric jacks make your job so much easier. Gotta love them, man. Shout out to all the drivers that got electric jacks, man. Y'all too spoiled. Too spoiled. Let's get out of here, man. So what y'all think about the drip, man? We got the hat matching the hoodie matching the gloves, and I even think I got matching socks on today. Let me see what the swag really looking like, man. Your boy even got the Nike socks on today with the Wolverine Legend boots. By the way, if you want some good boots, check out the Wolverine Legends. Shameless plug. That's how we doing it. Hey, let me knock this stop out. I'll get back with you guys in a minute, man. Y'all already know. Keep it locked. All right, guys, so what I really want to talk to you about today is a comment or a couple comments that I received. One guy was basically saying how he was forced to go over the road because there wasn't any local jobs in his area where he lived, and I believe he lived in the Houston, Texas area. I received another comment last night that was under the same video. He said that he went OTR. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, he said he went OTR, I believe, 3 months before finding a local gig. But he did say he did food service. So I don't know if that was before or after he went OTR. I'm not sure. But I want you guys to take a look at this video clip real quick, and then we're going to come back and read the comments. All right. I want to hear what you guys got to say about it. So let's check out this clip real quick.
New CDL holders, don't let these mega carriers pressure you into signing on with them, man, because they're saying you don't have no experience, so you can't go local. It's tons of companies that's going to let you go local from day one. All you got to do is your research.
All right, so now that we heard the video clip, let's check out this comment from Howard Jones, man. Shout out to Howard Jones, by the way. Howard Jones says, who? Then who? Because it's been 2 months and I've researched from top to bottom, and this is a lie. Ain't no tons of companies hiring new CDL holders. I'm forced to go OTR starting tomorrow because of this exact reason. This is a lie. I'm in Houston, a big city, and it's not happening. They all want experience. Stop saying tons and name these tons of companies. All right. So I want to talk about that for a minute. And you guys, like I said, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I don't live in the Houston area, but what I do know is that touch freight jobs like food service and beverage companies like Pepsi, Coke, you know, even if you're doing something like beer delivery, these jobs are typically always hiring. And both of those touch freight jobs have several different companies out there that hire new CDL drivers. So now I don't know if Howard checked out some of these jobs or not, you know, or applied to some of these jobs. I'm not sure. But like I said, typically those type of jobs are always hiring. Yes, those type of jobs have higher turnover rates, which is why they are always hiring. But again, when you're a new CDL driver, the main focus should be on building up your experience. So here's my take on it, and this is what I kind of believe when I hear people saying that there aren't any jobs out there, or all the jobs need experience, or all the jobs are requiring you to have experience. Jobs aren't hiring. I can't find any jobs. This is what I believe, and if you guys have this type of mentality and this is your thought process, that's fine. Or if this is your preference, that's fine. But I believe that, you know, a lot of people, and this is not, I'm not saying this is what Howard believed, but I believe a lot of people out there that say, well, there's no jobs out there. In my personal opinion, I believe that people have certain jobs that they're willing to do. People have their own preferences, whether it's touch freight or no touch freight. But there's a difference, and this is what I commented on another comment that I received last night, and I want to check out his comment too. But there's a difference between saying that there aren't any jobs out there versus there being jobs out there. It's just a job that you're not willing to do, right? So if I had a mindset that I know I don't want to do any touch freight jobs, right? And I know that there are touch freight jobs out there that are hiring, I can't then come on the platform and say, well, there aren't any jobs out there, right? I got to clarify that and come back and say, well, yeah, there are jobs out there, but I don't want to do X, Y, Z, right? So that's a big difference. And again, for those of you that may feel that way, like, we're going to get to the next comment in a minute, and I'll let you hear his thoughts and see what he said in the comments. For some of you that feel like, you know, you don't want to touch freight, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like the main focus should be on building your experience up, right? Once you get the experience, the sky's the limit. You can do whatever you want to do out there, right? You'll have tons of options, ton of different jobs that you can do once you gain the experience. So I personally feel like the focus should be on the bigger picture, and that's gaining the experience. That should be the main focus. So if you have to do a touch freight job temporarily, right, until you build your experience up, in my opinion, I think that that's a fair trade-off, right? Get the experience, do the touch freight job for a year, 2 years, however long you have to, then go find something else. You know what I'm saying? That's what I always tell people. You don't have to be stuck doing a touch freight job that you know you don't really want to do for a long period of time. You can do that for a short period of time, or a year or two, which I don't consider to be a long period of time, to build your experience up, and then go do whatever job that you want to do after that. You just got to understand that as a new CDL driver, your options are limited. That's not to say that there aren't touch freight jobs out there that could be easier than food service or beverage jobs, or even, you know, no touch freight jobs out there available for new CDL holders. I'm sure there are some of those out there as well. But what I'm saying is, start looking at the bigger picture. All right? Start looking at the bigger picture. Start thinking about the experience factor and not necessarily the job, right? But that's just my personal opinion. Now, I want to check out this next comment too, because he said something in his comment to make me believe that I feel like a lot of people probably feel the way he does. So let's check out this next comment that I received. All right, so this next comment was from Texas Finest. Shout out to Texas Finest. Whoever you are out there, man, shout out to you. I appreciate the comment. He says, there ain't tons, only a select few. Stop capping. Took me 3 months of being OTR to find a local gig. Food service will hire you right out of school, but it's a slave job. So that was his comment, and that's how he feel in regards to food service. And again, I personally think that there are a lot of people that feel the way he feels, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. If you feel like food service is a slave job, I just feel like, by your own admission, you saying that lets me know that food service is something that you aren't necessarily willing to do, right? Now, he did say at another comment later on, after I responded to his comment and gave him my thoughts, he said, again, only a select few. A lot of these select few have high turnover rates, which that's true, right? But that's not really what we're saying here. That still doesn't take away from the fact that those type of jobs exist and those type of jobs are out there. We're not talking about the high turnover rate. We're talking about the jobs that are out there, the availability, right? So again, he says, as soon as you leave, another naive driver is taking your spot. Cisco is a prime example. I did food service and it's slave work. 14-hour days, no life, money ain't worth it. A lot of these new drivers don't realize that more not tons, but more local jobs will open up if they just give OTR 3 to 6 months. Experience is the only thing that matters in trucking. And if they play their cards right, they can become owner operators making 6 figures like me. Now, the comment that I made to him prior to him making this comment was exactly what he said in his second comment, and that is experience, right? That's exactly what I said in my previous comment. I said, look, gaining experience should be the main focus, right? Gaining experience should be the main focus when it comes to new CDL holders. So if you have to take a touch freight job temporarily to get the experience, again, I personally feel like that's a fair trade-off. Nobody's saying you have to do this long term or a long period of time just to get the experience up and then go do something that you really want to do. There's nothing wrong with doing something temporarily. That's just a stepping stone to getting you where you really want to go. There's nothing wrong with that. What I really want to do is help the people out that may be in a similar situation. Maybe they're out there and they can't find a job. They're new CDL holders. We got to get these guys and gals some jobs out there, some local jobs, so they don't have to go over the road. And by the way, it's nothing wrong with going over the road and getting that over the road experience. Personally, I believe that going over the road, you'll actually get a more extensive training on the whole aspect of operating the vehicle and going through certain situations that you probably won't see coming local. On the other hand, going local, you'll find yourself driving in some sticky situations from time to time. So I think over time, if you're able to do that successfully, that'll also build up your skill level. I do believe that going over the road, mega carriers do put more focus on the training aspect of operating the vehicle compared to the local driving jobs. When you go local, there's really not too much focus put on how to operate a vehicle and different details when it comes to driving a semi. You know what I'm saying? Even I remember when I went local and had a local route, I didn't even go past any weigh stations. So coming out of trucking school, I didn't know anything about, do I have to go through this weigh station or not? You know what I mean? So even those small detailed things are something that you may not experience as a local delivery driver. So there is some benefit to going over the road. It's just the lifestyle that comes with going over the road most people don't want to deal with. Let me know you guys' thoughts on these comments. We got to help some drivers out there find jobs, local jobs that want to stay local. If they want to go OTR, that's fine. But if you want to stay local, I need suggestions in the comments, all right? Let me know your suggestions. What local jobs are out there that these guys can get? Let me know. Until next time, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.